us and hate all men. You have white men saying, hey, I can, be your savior so you can talk about how bad black men are. On another side, you'll have, black men saying, hey, come with us to hate all whitey people. It's this weird thing where it's almost as if like everyone is asking for your alliance in some capacity. Right? I'm being so for real. I'm being so for real. No, hold on. And so if you notice the three examples I gave, I said whitey women, I said whitey men, and I said black men going against wanting to partner with black women to hate white people. Do any of those three examples represent public? Is he the white woman, the white man, or is he the black man that's going against white people with his white wife? Which one of those examples represent public, y'all? Which one of them? Right. So this is their example and their proof that I was talking shit about public. But you clearly hear what my direction was when I was talking. But let's keep listening.
I'm so sorry, friend. I got to stop you there, right? Because why do we think like this? Why do we always think like this? Just because we're in some sort of group or whatever, and this and that, we feel like, oh, it's a group, it's a problem. If I'm in a circle, everybody has circles. Even the people that be claiming that they're by themselves, that they're intellectuals, that they this and that, they also have a group as well. Every single person has one. Every single person has one. So it's not a problem.
And so I just want to ask y'all, if I went up there to shit on public, thus agreeing with this man, do you think he'd be giving me this energy right now? But don't you think the energy he's giving me is because I'm seeing through his BS? And I'm seeing that he's using public to try to get on black women's good graces? Correct. So this is the part that I'm like, which part of it am I shitting on public? You see what I'm saying? Like, which part of it here? Okay.
Right? For us to have common interests and common enemies. But it seems like we're the only group that be like, oh, I don't want to be in this group. I don't want to be a group. I want to be by myself. We have a bag of individuals. A bag of individuals instead of people that say, okay, I'm gonna pull you up. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna mentor this. I'm gonna do this.
You haven't let me.
Like that, we have too much fake intellectuals out here. I'm just sick.
You haven't let me.
Like that, we have too much.
You have not even let me get my phone.
Go ahead, speak. Go ahead. You got
at all.
If you want to talk, you gotta let him talk.
You know what I was getting? And that's Fatback Goldo coming in to defend him, by the way. Just letting y'all know, that's Fatback Goldo.
Interrupter.
You know what I was getting?
Go ahead, pretty intellectual. No,
Ooh, anatomy.
That was just my rants. Go ahead. Thank you, Goldo. Appreciate you, brother.
So,
anatomy.
I'm in some mess right now, so it's not productive. Because of that.
Big legs. I like that she knocked out Summer. She did her ones and twos with that one, I have to say.
Only trying to support a part of you. So now that I understand the situation with the white tea man, I can speak on
ones and twos were knocking out
before,
Summer.
You did not let me speak on it before you put my name.
What else?
Sounds like I was trying to talk about a white tea man. Fake intellectuals have more smoke for the patriarchy than they do white tea supremacy when I didn't even know what was said.
Why do you think I'm
now that I know what was said, I can speak on it, right? That's how that works.
Why you assume I was talking about you? I said
literally
I say fake. I say fake intellectuals. No, that was earlier. But I'm saying these fake intellectuals, not speaking in reference specifically to you. If you felt hurt, then hey.
It's not hurt. But
I'm saying I said fake intellectuals because everybody in here could probably even say it that they have some type of experience with women that feel like they're so above, right? That they have this education, that this and that. And they feel like, hey, I don't want to be a part of a group. I don't want to. I'm an outsider. I'm an outside thinker. Of course, you're an outside thinker. Of course, you. They can embrace their.
It's his panel. He can do that.
Wait. Yeah, sure.
Wait, but pretty. You were smacked in the comment section.
So at this point, I said you were smacked in the comment section. So at this point, I've been muted and I drop.
If you are.
So I say nothing else. Talking about public and saying things she deemed to be harmful, disgusting, and dangerous. So this is the next picture is BPG saying that on this panel, your Triggers panel, I was talking about public and saying disgusting things. And it was dangerous that I felt as though a man should not lead the feminist movement. And I was talking about him. So once again, let's go ahead and listen in. And y'all can tell me how many times you hear me mention his name. Go ahead and let's listen in. Let's listen in. She stated that I told lies about him and somehow want to be believed. All right. Yeah, I'm going to adjust the prompt and maybe we'll flow into kind of the larger picture of what's already been talked about. Grift. I see it often and I've always said it, like, I don't understand why we would ever think a man should be the presence of a movement for women if we understand why white people can't. When I see people pedestalize men. So this, just to let you know, the topic is, why do black women, something like propel, I think it's like, why do black women praise men who pander and grift? How can you say you don't trust men, but trust men who pander? And everything I say here is how I still feel. Like, fight your mom. To speak for women on women's issues and like don't kind of give a second look or like a side eye, like when it starts to get a little bit too intense. Like I think like we talk about ego unaliving and how important it is, but like I question if a lot of these men have unalived their ego or if they even can. So I think I'm pygmies for their opinions. I draw the line at like personal insults. I draw the line at going after them about looks. That's where I personally draw the line. Just because, especially if we're in the presence of men and men hear us saying those things about each other, I think like, right? But like, because they're not the ones that are marginalized, it's us. They have more ammo to use when they hear us doing it to each other. So I personally don't do it. And like, I think there's a space in every movement for like different opinions, but I think it is especially hard as a black woman trying to find allyship, because I said it in the comments earlier, are allyship against us. I firmly believe that. I think that you have, even today, you had a black man who is a misogynist speaking on, and this is me literally talking about Ty's live. I said, today you had a black man who's a misogynist speaking on it, and just keep listening. An issue saying he's defending a black woman. No, the fuck you weren't. You weren't defending black women, sir. You were using this as your feminist back on your side. That's what you're doing, right? So he's claiming to be, oh, I'm fighting for black women. How dare you? Meanwhile, you're still acting within your misogyny. And then on the flip side, you have white teen men who want to be friends with us and use and weaponize that allyship, say, oh, look, hate black men. Look what they do to you. I'm your savior, right? And you have white teen women going to, and they're more often than not going to fail for real, unless they feel like they have some benefit. A lot of times they will play a part if they feel they have some benefit. If they feel that they can get something from you, whether it be your attention or your affection, a person that they like or are attracted to, they will act as though they're for your cause. And I think like it does leave us in a space where sometimes we'll feel really lonely. And when we do feel quote unquote betrayed by other black women, it leaves you scarred a little bit more because you're like, fuck. And that's kind of how I feel, the point I've gotten to in my life where I'm like, I don't know if there's one person that 100% agree with on anything, right? And I think like you just have to be able to stand on your opinion, whatever it is, but understand like sometimes if your opinions are harming other black women, you're going to face their criticism. And you can't be mad that you're facing criticism from other black women, right?
Pretty intellectual. I wanted to ask you a question. Because I as black women behave if we don't agree or we have a disagreement, that we can come together at the end of the day and still be sisters and recognize that we have a common goal in mind, which is the elevation and protection of black women. But I did want to ask you what opinion
harmful to ever disparage a black woman's phenotypical appearance in front of men. I think it's harmful to do, period. But I feel like talking about it in the presence of men is especially harmful, and there's never a good excuse anyone can give me as to why they would do it. Because you're not addressing her opinion. You're not addressing her point of anti-feminist. So I think that would be like one example.
Okay. I just wanted to know where you were coming from with the opinions. I think so. I'm not saying well, let's say this. I don't insult Black women's appearance, but but let me go down here to Drinka, Mia, and then Deja, and then Nisi.
Yeah, I agree with you, Pretty, and I gotta work on that. But and it is okay to play dirty. I think that.
All right, we've reached the end of the first set of videos. And whoever wants to answer the question, I'm gonna keep playing videos and keep kind of going through. But if you want to come up and answer a question, if you're so brave, and are not scared of being blocked, and just answer the question for me. How many times you guys heard me mention Public or even allude to him at all? Did you hear anything? Yeah, even when I was talking about the YT man, if you heard the example I gave of the YT man, it can't even be Alabama fella, because I said they want us to partner with them to go at Black men. And if Alabama fella is friends with Public, then how would that be him? So, just to wrap it all together, this is the live that caused BPG, K, and Public to block me. The block, by the way, I was not even aware of until August, because once again, I didn't give a shit. So, they blocked me. And actually, no, I'm lying. I knew Public blocked me before August. Yeah, I'm lying. I knew he blocked me before August. Can't remember how I knew. Maybe it was like we were on a shared panel or something. But I did know he blocked me first. Didn't know why, but I knew that he did. And I actually considered it a badge of honor. Because I'm like, I don't know, like Pandorers kind of self-delete themselves from my page, like without anything happening. There's a few that have unfriended me. I think recently, like Fatal Pros unfriended me, not recently, but before, and I think Jeremy Mack unfriended me, and a few others, but they just do it themselves. Like nothing happens. They just kind of go. Sorry. But I actually think it's good, because the space isn't for you. You know what I'm saying? And I think it just lets me know that I'm standing that. What I said in that live is exactly how I still feel. And that was before I ever started going live. And I built my platform on that. And so for a year and a half later, to see that I'm still consistent with my original message and that the men have taken notice and they started just leaving and exiting themselves without me having to tell them, I'm sorry, I don't see a problem with that. So when I was posting that Public blocked me, I actually thought it was good. I was like, okay, yeah, good, go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What I didn't know though, was that there were conversations happening behind the scenes to disparage me. So all through that, after that live happened, everything I played, they claimed that I said something bad about Public. They all blocked me, all kept talking about me. Fast forward, I start going live. I really kind of did see that none of them were really in my space like that. But as I said, I didn't really care as much. I'd see people in the comments, but they'd never come up on the panel. People who hosted their own lives. So I'm like, okay. So anyways, but they supported, they got their daily heart me's. They were a part of the fan club. They commented, they did the things. They just wouldn't come up on the panel, which I'm like, okay, cool. So, fast forward, Sin is up on my panel, and let me just kind of play you some of what she was saying on the panel. And I'm also going to play the video because I want you to see how when she was talking, my interactions with her, and how, I don't know if y'all are going to be able to pick up on how oblivious I was to the fact that this girl hated me. How oblivious I was to the fact that this woman, at this time that she's on my panel, doing mod duties, quite literally had an entire Discord chat dedicated to trying to destroy my platform. Yeah, so Let me find it. And I think there's a part of it. Why is it? It was up here and now it's gone. Oh, there it is. Okay. Y'all, I've had a Mac for years now and I still don't know how to work this thing for real. This is crazy. Anyways, so mind you, Neverson is gonna say later on that she was never on my panel because of what happened with Public, and she had to show her support for him, so she never went up on my panel. But this is obviously her on the panel. But let's listen.
She just cut in.
So what's happening is I was kind of like skipping past the people to kind of show the time lapse. At this moment, it says 3:16. By the end of it, this says 4:27. 3:16, 4:27. You were on my panel for like an hour and 20 minutes, girl. Sitting on there for an hour and 20 minutes. But you've never been on my panel, right? You showed solidarity with Public and what the harm that I caused, so you could not associate yourself with my space, but somehow you're sitting on my panel for an hour and a half. At this time, you're running, you have back chats talking shit about me.
She just cut in. So.
Because I ain't want to get cut off. I ain't going to hold you, and y'all was doing a lot.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
No, I don't have much to say on it. She's an incubator at this point. They want us to know that this is setting precedents. This is what I'm saying. Look, y'all ain't nothing. Y'all not worth a damn thing. All your worth is your ability to use your genitalia and your womb to create life. Once that life is here, we don't give a fuck about that life either until they're 18 and they can fight in our wars. This is what this is. You don't have rights. The baby don't have rights. Nobody got rights. This is a full dictator.
Okay, so it's here she's talking about just the promise.
Yeah. No, somebody in the comments was saying like they didn't know who was talking, and TikTok been glitchy, so I was just trying to be helpful. Yeah, this is just what it's going to be from now on. So I let y'all. I'm gonna land there. It's pissing me off and it's stressing me out because when these laws get passed, certain policies and laws go, like, the first people that it always affects, especially when it comes to maternity and unaliving surrounding maternity from the baby and the mother.
Yeah, I stand by what I said. I said stop having babies. Deal with it.
It typically affects Black women the most. And I don't know, when they create the laws, they always scapegoat somebody else. Like, oh, this is just for this group and that, but it typically always harms Black women. And from what I've been seeing, it's been the Black women. Sin mentioned Georgia. Some of you guys mentioned Texas.
When I look at the paper,
Nobody.
The woman would go to the hospital. The woman didn't do it.
Like, what do they call it? Nobody talking, right? I'm just like, what do they call it? Nobody talking, right? I'm just like, what do they call it?
It's glitching a little bit, y'all.
The farms, the farms, the ones where they breeding farms. It's giving breeding farm.
She had to consult her resident brain, which is Dr. Rita.
Like, really sit there and think about that. Both is giving breeding farm. Like, really sit there and think about that. The roles of women on life support. Remember the Matrix?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I just got chills. Roles of women on life support.
Yeah. Yes. While that answer is, and I'm just at a, and I will tell you, it's
I'm sorry. One second. I'm sorry to interrupt. But what if the family were to? But what if the family in the room fit? But it's super powerful. We have more white women that. So what do you think that's going to?
Hold on 1 second.
You can all of these so much more than there's work numbers, and it's all black numbers and making an impact. Either friend going again, and we keep. And I'm just
saying that don't include them. We do need numbers. But at this point, we've gotten to the point where I don't care how many numbers you have, the man doesn't care.
I want you to get to this specific part real quick.
We have more of them fighting against us, including the black women that are, yes, the pick-me's fighting against. I'm just, when we talk about our wings, we stop doing that. They're impactful. Other women don't think. Being an incubator care about numbers, but if move it, show up. So, hey, what's up? I didn't get to greet all the people who say, let's give it a go. Hey, what's up? I didn't get to greet all the people who joined.
So pretty, so pretty.
Hey, Foxy. Hey, Sin. Hey, Zena. Hey, Neverson. Hey, girl. Did Vanity get to talk? Hey, so that's what I was going to ask you. That's the order. So Brown Sugar wanted to say something, and then it was Vanity and Zena. Just something real quick, reminding that that's the order. So Brown Sugar wanted to say something. Just something real quick, reminding that Roe versus Wade was reversed. So
So did y'all hear that? I had walked away, and while I was away, she was like setting orders on the panel. And then I came back and she reset an order. I give a thumbs up. This is the part that's so weird to me. I don't understand how you're doing that for somebody who you're thinking is this harmful person that has done all of this to this man that you support. And all of you guys made a decision that y'all are all going to block her and not deal with her because she's so harmful. But yet you're on my panel, literally doing mod duties while I stepped away. And this is going to be the same woman who later on is going to say, I never joined your panel. I was never a part of it because what you did was harmful to public. I don't understand that. Like, this is the part where I'm just like, why do you you quite literally the other day was screaming and crying because Bree sent you a message in your DMs just saying, hey, you're doing good work, even though we're not talking, saying, don't hang around people that you don't like. It's weird to hang around people that you don't like. It's if you're hanging around people you don't like, then you're a weird ass person. And here you are, chilling on my panel, knowing good and well you and your entire crew don't like me. So the rest of it is literally just the panel interacting. She's interacting on the panel. But if you look at the time lapse from 3:16 to 4:37, or I'm sorry, 4:31. No, 4:35. She was on the panel. So I'm going to pause that there. I don't think y'all need to hear anymore. It's literally just we're engaging in the topic. She didn't come up to check me. She didn't come up to call me out and say, hey, I like this topic, but I don't respect what you did to public. Let's clear the air. None of that. None of that. So now we are going to fast forward to the live that I held with where she jumped up on the panel after I got into it with those girls. Ghost got exposed for being with a white woman and speaking negatively about black women. I mean, literally everyone got exposed about me. But yet my face was on the backdrop the entire time. Okay, there we go.
They did the thing to Yellow. They got her on the panel. They ambushed her. Dark Horse was originally on Yellow's side. Dark Horse is the one who relayed to me what happened and said that they was dead ass wrong.
So this is when she got up on my panel. Let me actually go turn this and replay it. And my face is stuck. I don't know why it's stuck. I need to reload this.
If everybody that's on my side,
We're not doing.
Why is it not showing my face?
The women from harmful women.
Okay, hold on. Let me just do it on rewatch then. Because 8:18. Because I want y'all to see my face and the interaction in its entirety. Okay, I want y'all to have the full picture. So in the event anyone tries to gaslight, y'all will have everything you need. Okay, that's how we're gonna do this here. And I'm just gonna, on another note, I'm just gonna say that I don't know if this is a dark-skinned woman thing, but I just be assuming that I'm not gonna get believed. I don't know why. I need to unpack that. I quite literally assume that people are not gonna believe me, so I feel the need to like provide proof. But versus a lot of these other women, quite literally, will just say lies about you, not have to prove anything, and people just believe them. Just saying. Billy, check the mod chat. I kind of let you guys know why I'm doing this. Y'all can decide if you want to engage or not. It's up to you. No, I quite literally just assume that y'all are not going to believe anything I say. Just assume you guys are going to like be like, she's lying. So I'm like, oh, no. But, and it's funny because when you have the receipts, people call you messy. When you have the receipts, people call you messy. When you don't have the receipts, they tell you you're lying. That's what's funny. You know what? It's okay. It's fine. It's taking forever to load, and we're just gonna have to do audio. It's fine. Is the audio fine? It's okay. It's fine. Let's just do audio.
When that looks like you're not the only person. When I don't want to name names, but when they like before they did it to you, I'll say Dab because she came in the comments and said it herself. They talked about her son and his mental health. Like there is a long list of people that they continue to do this harmful shit to. And there were occasions when we did tell people. I ended up getting blocked by a few of my close mutuals on here because they didn't know which way to go. And so after that, I was like, you know what? The most I could do is let people see it for themselves. And that's also harmful because it feels like you are standing and watching it happen and letting it happen. And it hurts to watch your friends go through it and those who you hold to high esteem as I do yourself. But I just want y'all to be mindful. Like,
now listen.
Actually, Cherie said it.
What did she just say?
Cherie said it.
The people we hold to high esteem like I do yourself. So you hold me to high esteem. Hold on to that, y'all. And watch what's going to happen the next day when she has the support of her guard dog, Kay.
But it's going to be, you start building a platform, they are opportunists, they see you growing your space, they want to come over there and befriend you, they see that you're intelligent.
Do you hear this? They're an opportunist, they see you're growing your space, they want to come over there and befriend you, they see that you're intellectual. Is she not explaining what she did? She's quite literally explaining what she did.
You're kind, you're fun. They see everybody is attracted to you in your space. They want to come gain some of your followers, turn them against you, find a reason to be against you. It's like a virus, you know? So that's essentially what, and it's not even, I don't even mean like a sick virus. I mean like a DDoS attack. If you know, you know. But it's the same thing over and over. And the main tools are scapegoating something else, like throwing rocks and hiding their hands, which was yellow, it was colorism. I'm where Bree is. They still haven't been able to articulate why they don't like me, but I think it's because I supported yellow. I was like, yo, this shit ain't right. Like, I don't see what y'all saying. I ain't get that. But some other women, it's always going to be.
But that's also what I had said, right? Like, it was kind of like, oh, we don't like yellow. And then I was like, I don't see what you see. So, I mean, and honestly, like, Yellow has, like, she came to my space, like, she supported, she hung out on the panel, like, we were just chilling and, like, you know, and I was like, I don't really see it, but also I'm kind of the mind that, like, whatever is left to see, I'm gonna see myself. And within a matter of a few weeks, I saw y'all disparaging a dark-skinned Black woman who I saw going to bat for you guys, actually. So when that whole thing was happening with Yellow, and the backside of it, because not the initial side of it, like the backside where like everyone was like, bah, 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 bah. Like the last, I can't remember if that was like, it was very recent, right? Like she was defending. And I was like, wait a minute, but like she was defending y'all. What do you, like, how you? And then I realized like the whole reason that whole thing happened was because of a man. Like, because she liked a man and they thought she shouldn't like a man, right? And they were like, oh, you're mad you didn't get picked? And they just dragged her and let the man get up on the panel. And I remember being in the comments like, what are you doing? Why is this happening publicly? Like, she has always supported you. And they were like addressing me from the comments. So I think it was from then on that it was kind of like, let me be, when they kept saying the word nice, nasty yesterday, I know that Brie was there in the live, they were like, oh, y'all being nice, nasty. I was like, if anyone's being nice, nasty, it's y'all. Because you saw a long time ago that I did not like the way you did that shit with that woman. You addressed me, I addressed you. I made it clear I did not like how you did that. When the initial situation happened, not the initial, I'm sorry, the back half of what I heard that was happening with when they were saying, oh, Yellow, it wasn't, I'm going to say it fairly, it was not Lynn on that live nor Mia. I think it was East. East was on the live. And what I'm talking about in this moment is your Triggered's live. So the live I played earlier, this is what I'm talking about right now. It was Fatima and it was someone else. And they were talking about how Yellow Chick's name is colorist. To which I said, I was like, I don't think it's colorist. I think that's her name. And then also, if you guys are going to be ableist, talking about people's tongues, talking about people's children who are like, you know, whether it be disabled, whatever, if you're another ist, you can't get mad at another ist. I don't know. Like, I'm like, if you're an ist, how are you getting mad at another ist? So I was saying in the comments, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was saying in the comments, I was like, let me skip forward a little bit, y'all, because I'm talking about the whole situation. But I kind of want.
Yeah, that was they did to me what they did to y'all. A lot of y'all got me on a panel because I was looking for problem resolution, but they never wanted problem resolution. If this is still going on, what do you think that means? If they find new people to target, what is that? They're trying to grow their platforms by being messy. Ali says, please. Because one thing about it, I'm a joke. But they got me on a panel and I was looking to resolve the issue. Then they started talking about all this other stuff and how I was petty because whenever they would start a Discord call, I wouldn't be in there. I would be hosting my own lives. But I had just started going live and discovering myself. And that thing that they put up in the live the other day with that list of the events of things that happened, that's what they used to be doing when I was on the call. So they going back talking about East and Pivot, and I had just started coming to TikTok. I ain't know none of these motherfuckers. I ain't want to be there. I did not want to be there. Imagine somebody talking about a bunch of other people you've never heard of and you don't know of.
Imagine, y'all. Imagine somebody talking about a bunch of random people you never heard of and making you responsible for them. Imagine.
Man, you like, what does this have to do with me? And it didn't. So I got called petty from there or weird. I was a weird ass bee, but this is all on the back of me supporting Yellow and saying like she didn't say those things. I can't tell Yellow's story, but I was there for a lot of it, and she's not colorist, and that's just that on that. But y'all see everything that they say is typically a projection. They're saying how Y'all seen them be xenophobic tonight. Y'all seen them be colorist tonight. Y'all seen them be a few phobias.
We saw
That's what they do.
H-phobia, T-phobia, xenophobia, colorism, all of it. Yes, we did.
And then they'll say you were being that.
Mm-hmm.
So they got me on a panel, and I was trying to stick to the storyline of the way things happened based off of the accusations that they were making, but they were all jumping on me and saying a bunch of things at the same time and bringing people up that I never met or had been in conversations with or weren't even in the Discord. So it just got really weird for me. And then that's when Tara said something about my mother. She said, "You trying to replace Yellow for your mother," or something like that. And I was like, I was shocked. Like I was really shocked. And
oh, did you want to say something, Bree? Girl, you made me think I lost my boxes, Lord.
And then that's when Mia started calling me thick tongue bees and all of this other R word, you know, the ableist and stuff like that. And then she said, "I don't give a fuck about my moms," and all types of stuff. And I was just like, they don't give you a chance to defend yourself. This is the same thing they did to Allie too. I've seen that myself, but
wait, Allie Bear or Allie J?
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Allie Bear. They did this to Allie Bear.
They did that to Allie Bear? What did Allie Bear do?
Not a goddamn thing.
Nothing, and now she a bully. So it just it's nothing. It's the same thing over and over. But after they said stuff like that, I was like, yeah, they don't want problem resolution, but they try to.
So I think you guys got the gist. This entire live is basically her saying, "Here's all the stuff you didn't know. Here's all the stuff you didn't know. Here's everything." I don't want to like bore y'all with the details, but she kind of keeps going and telling the story of things that I didn't know. Clearly by my reaction with, they did that to Allie Bear, because quite literally they're telling me things that happened long before I ever came to this app. Like I had no idea about any of this stuff, right? Nor should I, in my opinion. I don't think it was my business. But let me go ahead and go here. Because this is now...
I have those type of men in here.
Hold on. This is now Allie's live the next day.
Spaces. The one...
All right. Yeah, June came up. And then, oh, this is me. I just came up. All right.
They put their hand out.
Oh, Lord.
I never thought I would see the day when East said, and it wasn't on Pretty's panel, she said, I heard her saying it on Lynn's panel. She said, I would see the day when East said, and it wasn't on Pretty's panel, I would see the day when women would do that to other women. Never did. I'm disgusted. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really touch.
I just find it funny how.
Okay, so she's about to check me. And at this point, I have not spoken yet. I'm just on the panel.
Very interesting. It's also very telling.
You can keep tapping the live, guys.
Y'all don't
Thank
really
you so
believe
much.
what y'all say y'all believe. Go ahead, Kay.
I'm going to say this once.
No, you didn't say it once, because you said it again a year later when nobody asked you, Kay. But I digress.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to say this once, because I don't know this lady. I don't know you, okay? But I just find it funny how the very thing that you got on the live last night and pretty much said these women did to you, which they did. Listen, if you came to me and told me that story, I believe every word, sis.
And the thing is, I didn't come to you, Kay. I didn't come to you and tell you nothing, actually.
You have my 100% support. However, when the shoe was on the other foot, my 100%. However, when you couldn't find that understanding, that empathy, that step back and let me observe, you couldn't find that that step back, watch and wait, kind of how we tell people in the medical field, like, well, I'm going to prescribe you this medication. We're going to watch and wait because we want to see if it's going to be effective. You didn't do that. And for that, Pretty, I can't respect it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I saw your live last night. Emotions were very high. But I just feel like the way you did pub, emotions were very high. Like, the way you did pub it's similar, like it gave a similar tea to what they turned around and did to you. So I'm just saying, like, when I say the call be coming from inside the house, be coming from inside the house.
How did I do pub? What are you referring to? Okay.
You platform. So initially, okay, I'll go there because we here. Initially, you platformed them and they were airing their grievances. And
so, first lie, let's count the lies, guys. She said, I platformed them. I platformed them. Now, remember I told y'all when the timeline of all this happened. The 23rd was when he was getting called out of March. I did not go live until the 31st for the first time ever. Lie number one.
And that was a live where they were kind of dragging. And I know in that space, because of the type of host you are, you were remaining neutral. However, there were comments thrown around like, you know, girls, girl, and feminism this, and, you know, all this over a man that, and male-centered this. And it was kind of like feminism this and that.